He boarded a train to save his daughter's birthday, only to realize the passengers around him were turning into bloodthirsty monsters. The nightmare begins on a quiet country road. A dead deer lies motionless on the asphalt. But suddenly, its lifeless eyes snap open. It stands up, twitching with a viral hunger. Seok Woo is a ruthless fund manager. He only cares about numbers, ignoring the collapsing market. But as a father, he is a complete failure. For his daughter Soo-An's birthday, he gifts her a game console, the exact same one he bought her before. Disappointed, she begs to visit her mother in Busan. Guilt-ridden, he finally agrees to take her on the morning train. The station is eerily chaotic. Sirens wail in the foggy distance. Passengers rush aboard the KTX. Among them are a high school baseball team, 2 elderly sisters, and a tough working-class man with his pregnant wife. Just as the doors close, a teenage girl sprints inside. Her legs are covered in dark veins. She is patient zero. A flight attendant spots her. She radios for help, but the infected girl starts convulsing. Her body snaps at unnatural angles. With a terrifying screech, she lunges at the attendant, ripping into her neck. Blood sprays across the cabin. Within seconds, the dead attendant rises. The virus multiplies. Pandemonium erupts. Passengers scream and run for their lives. Seok Woo grabs his daughter. He sprints through the narrow aisles. Zombies pour into the cars like a flood. A tough man named Sang-hwa fights back. He wrestles a zombie to the ground, protecting his pregnant wife. They rush toward a safe car. But Seok Woo shuts the door in their faces. His selfish instinct takes over. Sang-hwa barely manages to force the door open. They lock the glass door just in time. The train makes an emergency stop at Daejeon. The military is supposedly waiting. The passengers cautiously disembark. They walk through the silent station. But as they look down from the escalator, a chilling sight awaits. The soldiers are all infected. A massive horde charges up the stairs. The survivors scramble back in sheer panic. People are trampled. Zombies leap onto the fleeing crowd. Sang-hwa smashes skulls with his bare fists. The baseball players swing their bats. They desperately try to board the moving train. Zombies shatter the station windows, raining down like deadly hail. They make it back on board, but Soo-An and the pregnant woman are trapped. They are stuck in car 13. Seok Woo sang. They wrap their arms with tape, preparing for a suicide mission. They must fight through 4 cars of zombies. They charge into the darkness. Sang-hwa leads the vanguard, pummeling the monsters with brutal force. The young boy swings his bat wildly. Seok, they are relentless. Driven by the love for their families, they discover a crucial weakness. In complete darkness, the zombies go blind. When the train enters a tunnel, they crawl silently through the racks, using a cell phone ringtone to distract the horde. They finally reunite with their loved ones. Tears of relief fall. But their nightmare is far from over. They reach the safe car, but the passengers inside refuse to open the door. A wealthy executive instigates the fear, claiming they might be infected. Behind them, the horde approaches. The pressure is immense. The glass cracks under the weight of the dead. Sang-hwa's hands are bleeding. A zombie bites deeply into his arm. He knows he is doomed. He looks back at his weeping wife, begging Seok with his last breath. He shouts the name of his unborn child, Seok, leaving a true hero behind. The train suddenly derails at East Daegu. Fiery wreckage blocks the tracks. The survivors must escape on foot, but a flaming train car collapses, trapping people underneath. The selfish executive pushes others to the zombies, using them as human shields to save himself. Seok Woo crawls through the burning debris, fighting off flaming zombies. A single locomotive is moving. Hundreds of zombies chase them down the tracks, clawing at the moving train, forming a horrific ladder of flesh. They make it onto the platform, but the executive is there. He is already infected. Seok Woo fights him in a brutal struggle. He manages to throw the monster off, but he looks down at his own hand. A deep, bloody bite mark. His time is up. He gives his daughter a final tearful goodbye, locking her inside the cabin. Soo-An screams in absolute agony. As the infection takes over his brain, Seok remembers the day his daughter was born. A beautiful, peaceful memory, with a smile on his face. He throws himself off the train, leaving only his shadow behind. The train finally reaches the Busan barricade. The pregnant woman and the little girl walk into the dark tunnel. Military snipers spot them. Unable to verify if they are infected, the order is given to shoot. The sniper puts his finger on the trigger, but then, a sound echoes through the darkness. It is a song. The song Sue. The soldiers lower their weapons and rush to rescue.